What's up, everybody? My name's Fortify. I'm a retro variety streamer. Play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on True Hardware. And tonight we are doing a few things. The first things first is we're going to be doing our Tomb Raider stuff, because that's the override that we need to play. That's the one that we got to beat. We've been playing it for a while on this franchise lock. Nobody's changed the franchise lock, so it's been Tomb Raider, specifically Tomb Raider 2, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not a huge fan of the game, but it's not like so horrible that I would never play it again. I will be glad to be done with it, I'll say that much. And obviously we're doing our genre gauntlet starting at 11 o'clock, right? We'll do our round 1 genre gauntlet and start doing the voting things as people start trickling in. And then priority shuffler. We'll do the priority shuffler first. That way that's out of the way. So there's a lot of things that we're doing tonight. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't really care. Tomb Raider 2 sucks. But it's not like so bad that I don't want to give up on it. There was a point in time I did, because the Venice levels are just dog shit. It comes out the gate swinging, and I'm not a big fan of that at all. Alright, here we go. Tomb Raider. I think the wrong screen is on too. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me see if I can fix this for y'all. One of these days I'll get this right. That day is not today. There we go. What's up, Wago? How are you? Catacombs of the Talion. Oh boy. I forgot about those. So am I just not allowed to walk there? Is it illegal? I'd expect nothing less from this game than getting shit on the second I start. Yeah, look at that. Weaponized icicles.
Yo, dude!
What's up, Nick? Alright, that looks like death over there. I'm pretty sure that's death. About to find out, because Laura's dumbass keeps walking that way. What's up, Zool?
Attention all units, Central Dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
Of course there's something over there, but there's also something down here. Okay, there's free shit there, we gotta go over here. Oh, look, it's the statue. I'm not big on collectibles at all, so I never cared.
Uh-huh.
PS1 booba fans alike, right?
Uh-huh.
I just want one short level. It's free real estate. What's up, Okami? How are you? What? The fuck is that? I saw a zombie. It's a zombie. Oh, great. It's a Yeti. I can't see shit. Will you accept I am alive? Yes, I will. Because that's the most important thing, right? Dumb bitch. I hate Laura so much. That delay is crazy. For what? I'm the one that said free real estate. It's free real estate. I don't know if free real estate is one that carried over. It should have. Try it again.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The chat delay? Or is it just me that's taking forever to read it? Laura's tits? I mean, I convinced my dad to buy the Girls of Gaming, and I saw it, and I was very disappointed because they didn't show her nip nogs. I'm a huge fan of titties. I love titties so much. I'll be the first to tell you I love titties. What we got here? Besides some bullshit. Man, enough with the icicles. They're dumb. They're trivial. They're stupid. Alright, there's a thing there. Is there a switch here? It's not like I could see anything, because I can't. So dumb. Titties are the greatest. Drop them down, let me see them titties. Alright. Yes, take one. Like it's from the pack of cigarettes. Well, I mean, I'm basically dead because Laura decided, you know what, let's not drop down that comfortable little section. No, 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 no. I want to drop over that too. Tifa? There's also that chick from is it Taki? From Soul Calibur, she has massive boobs too. Although Nick will argue that Ivy has bigger ones. Yeah, there it is. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing alright. Can't complain. Alright, let's shotgun him. He's not alive anymore. Beer Lover, welcome back. This is not the best game ever made. Ocarina of Time is the best game ever made. And I will die on that hill. Closely followed by Final Fantasy VI. Alright. Oh hey, we're actually raiding tombs! I think it is a Yeti, yeah. Sam Squanch. What do you believe to be the best game ever created? Nick? 3D Space Cadet Pinball? It's the best game ever created. There's no greatest game ever. I'm sorry, for it to be the greatest game ever, do you have to immediately turn it on and your head just explodes? Oh, it's a leopard! I'll shoot you with the free things. Nah, this is not. No way. I thought that was a wolf. Now we got cheetahs. Gordy is not the greatest game ever created. No way, no how. Gordy is one of the dumbest games I've ever played. Wow, there's water! How progressive. Alright, I see a death trap over there in the form of spheres. Alright, let's look around. Start the buffoonery. Well, no game is gonna hit every single perfect thing every second. That's asinine. Oh shit. That's a big gun. Okay. Oh, perfect. So where did they come from? Because I was just there. So are you suggesting that they overcame all of the monks that they magically could never deal with? No, that's silly and stupid. Because this game thrives on silly and stupid. Alright, there's water in there. There's a tunnel right here. There's 2 leopards now chasing me. Came out of nowhere. Because having life in a Tomb Raider game is a problem. Polygons or ponytail being animated? I do. Alright, we can't get up there. Thanks, I did not hit the space bar! Snow leopards aren't that big. I don't think they are either. This is Japan. They can't figure out what an elephant looks like when they put it in Dr. Chaos. What do you expect anything else to be? Get down, Laura. Yep, into the water. Good job. I'm proud of you. Alright, can we do anything now that that's open? Because that looks like a slope. Looks like we might be able to do a backwards jump. But I don't think we can get up there. Boing! Nope. I think my whole issue now is, as it was then, is basically everything has the same basic design. I get this is supposed to be a cave, but it can be somewhat difficult to know what a steep drop is. Yes, absolutely. That was my chief complaint in number 1, specifically on the PS1. But I mean, it is what it is. God damn, I'm so good at video games. Alright, what's in here? So that's our final objective right there. This weird, shitty, stupid face mask that looks like the swamp monster. The creature from the Black Lagoon. Alright, we can't get up there though. We can get over here. And that gives us a ladder straight up here, but it... Oh, there's a switch. Hold on, hold on. Wait, there's no backwards jump, is there? How am I supposed to get over there? Oh, there's a backwards jump. I never realized I could do a backwards jump off the wall. That's cool. Alright, what do you do? Oh. What should be a time switch and I'm fucked. That's an ugly mask.
Uh-huh.
Cool. I now possess the world's ugliest mask. VG mags and print guides. Yeah, actually, hold on. I think it's Retromags. Yeah. So Retromags has magazine databases, strategy guide databases, everything that was published. Prima Games is right here. Here. There's your Prima Games. If you're looking for magazines, they have everything. Anytime and this is from around the world. This is a great website. Some of these you have to have like a certain program to read them, but it'll tell you how to do it. It's not a big deal. There you go, Retromags. Tesseract actually helped me out with that because when we were doing the Nintendo Power episode, where I did at least one of them, we were doing the Nintendo Fan Club or whatever. I required these to be able to snip them out and talk about them. So this is a great website, and everybody should be familiar with it. Dragon's Lair NES. Now that's a game. You are full of shit. Absolutely full of the poo-poo, bro. Alright, so somehow I opened up water down there. I don't know how, nor do I know why that water is open. But I'm going to ignore it for now and start exploring over here. Justice for PDF, right? Oh, because it's death spikes. Gotcha. Alright, what's over here? I think that's where the snow leopards came out of. Yeah, it is. Looks like there's health, though.
Uh-huh.
I believe it did. Alright, what bullshit awaits me down here? So according to this, there is no bullshit, right? So when I step out here, there should be no enemies trying to come and kill me unless they're directly underneath me, right? By the way, we are doing the genre gauntlet tonight. We're going to do our priority shuffler first. I should have grabbed that, but the game is like, nah, fuck you, nerd. For anybody who's never done this before, basically the way it works is we're gonna spin a wheel. If it lands on something, you can offer a respin, or you can just take it like a man. Why is the mask the key? Oh, that's fair. That's really fair. That's tremendously fair. Called it. Just rampant amounts of bullshit that wasn't there, and then it just magically appears. This reminds me of the Atlantis stage, and I'm not pleased by it. There's too much shit. The worlds are too big. Excuse me. Oh, dude. I didn't know they weren't. Fuck. Hey, make sure y'all get y'all's cards so you can use them if you want. Wow, what a dick. What a guy. Alright, what do I have to... Okay, so... There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock in the future? That actually sounds like a really good time. Alright, genre gauntlet cards are available, and I'm going to lower the price of them for y'all. Because I forgot to turn them on. So give me a second. Revenue. Hey, I got $1.50. I would like to see this money go up, but it is what it is. Alright, my collections. How do I change this? Cards and packs. Let's change to genre gauntlet. Packs and prices. Oh, it's $2 per pack? I'll do them for $1.50. Drop this down to $7.50. 50-cent discount just for y'all. Because I would love to become a partner, but it's so hard to do this shit. I'm okay with shitty games. It's the shitty games that are unplayable that piss me off. Alright, we got a door here that we can't open. Deal. Alright, they got like a little cave area we can explore here. Let's go and do that first, I guess. What's this? And before another Yeti comes and tries to ruin my day, this is a perfect... Oh, nope, snow leopards. So, Duel of the Rose is the first game I ever saw from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was very impressed. I actually rented it from Blockbuster, and the reason I got it is because back in the day, you could go on the internet, you could look up the card, whatchamacallits, the things. Put in their serial numbers. God, fuck, man, I'm so tired. Put up the serial numbers, yeah, the card IDs, and you could have them inside the game. So I had, like, all the pieces of Exodia, the God cards, everything, or I think the God cards. I know for a fact Exodia was in there. It was cheating, but, you know, that's how life is sometimes. Where Where do I go, Cotton Eye Joe? I guess we'll try to go here. This game will do anything to just gape your health bar like nobody's business. And it's exhausting. Oh, shit. If I remember right, Tibetan leopards, they're the ones that look like total idiots, right? They're just like constantly bored looking. What's up here? Apparently I need another mask. I got some grenades.
Uh-huh.
They bite the tips of to hold them like security blankets. Aww! It's cute. Robin does that. At least she did. She used to like suck on her tail. And she was taking the hair off of it, so we're like, yeah, stop doing that, little asshole. Go up. Thank you. It's gonna have to go automatic pistols to get rid of these guys. Yep, take that damage. Fuck you! Stop stealing her. What are her knees made out of? Paper mache? I don't understand. Not everything needs to be a safety fall. This woman can walk barefoot on rust and be fine, but God forbid I fall more than 2 feet. Ridiculous. Your knees are made of toilet paper? You should probably get that checked out. Where did you come from? This game will do anything to get a cheap... Dude, fuck you, die. Anything to get a cheap hit off on you. Anything. Well, I can't make that jump. For fuck's sake. I just wanted to walk a few steps forward, Lara, please. Oh, now there's water down here. Good. And a mask. No, because it's its own game. I'll play the remakes eventually. If you Exodia a game, it has to be the game. So no, it would not be the... Oh, fuck me. God damn. Hey, Laura, feel free to use that auto. She stops shooting the M16. The M16 carries at least 27 rounds. Stop! The fuck is wrong with you, bitch? I hate this game so much. I try to justify it and then it just gets progressively worse. Like, where are the other two snow leopards coming from? I'm awfully curious. Through the wall?! So they could teleport through the wall. That's cool. Great. Grand. Just to make sure there's nothing crazy, we'll light up one of our underwater igniting flares. Turn around, Laura. Alright, now you're getting grenade launched. Since y'all want to be little bitches, little assholes. I saved before that. Apparently I didn't. What a fool am I. Hate it.
Dr. Kosak demands that you save your current progress. We don't want to repeat a Final Fantasy IV, do we?
Remember whenever... Oh. Remember, kids? If you wear the right body armor, a grenade shot from a grenade launcher won't hurt you. Core Design was on to something. Maybe they should have shared that with everybody in fucking Afghanistan who was going through IEDs. Since they clearly understood the future of fucking body armor. What's down here? It's a stick. That looks like, you know what that looks like? A meth pipe. There's a meth pipe down there. Yeah, that's definitely a Desert Eagle, you're right. It's not a grenade launcher. Okay, it's a grenade launcher, it's only because the hole's big enough. Laura, please, can you get up there? That'd be mighty fucking dandy if you could. Thank you. Where do I put this ridiculous ass? Oh, this one goes over here, right? Oh no, no way. Nah, we're not anywhere near the end of this stage, tell you that right now. Core Design, their biggest weakness is they don't know how to end stages. They'll waste an hour of your time per stage. And they're okay with it. They don't give a shit. Why would they? Where you at? Come gate my asshole, because I can't see you because it's so damn dark in here. Good. Now look forward to dying. Hey, can I drop a flare in this basket and light up the whole stage? Because that'd be, you know, real meta. Nope. Sure can't. That's asking too much of the game. Can't ask too much of the game. Okay. Gotta save scum every 10 seconds. This game likes to kill you. Is that what? Where did fucking any of you come from? Any of them. Jesus Christ. Is that a switch right there? I can't tell. Apparently so. And it opens up. I have no clue where that is, but okay, sure. Apparently there's a bad guy there too. Wonderful. And now these bars are down? What? Hey, Laura, fun fact. Just want to point something out to you, Laura. This angers me. No, she could fit through the bars. The game just doesn't want her to. Why are you shooting a grenade? Oh, she'd absolutely fit. In a heartbeat. The game's stupid, so... What? What do you want? Why is the box moving? I can't drop the box. That's not how it works. No, I didn't miss this game at all. I'd rather shove a whole bag of razor blades up my ass and shit them out one by one than ever play this fucking game again. God. So what's the purpose of the box? Is it blocking the mechanism? What do you want me to do, game? Put the gun down. Dumb fuck. That's no, the box is taller than the bars. It's a box of uselessness. I mean, we'll try, because that's what I was thinking too, but... Alright, let's see if this works. Does it break the system? Sure does. Alright. Problem is, I don't know where that area, that door opened. I'm about to fuck this game off. I'm almost done, and I know I'm supposed to like revenge it. This gunplay is fucking ridiculous. If you can't pull off gunplay, don't put it in the game. What? What did you give me? It's not like I can see. Oh, shotgun shells in the bottom right. Can I have some health? That would be lovely. See, because you're taking all my health microscopically, so it would be excellent if you could give me that. I would like that a lot. Okay, so that's that door right there. Cool. What? Alright, Alright, that's gonna try to kill me when I go up the stairs. Per my last email.
Dr. Kosak demands that you save your current progress. We don't want to repeat a Final Fantasy IV, do we?
What's up there?
Dr. Kosak demands that you save your current progress. We don't want to repeat a Final Fantasy IV, do we?
Already saved. Alright, so that's just it's a lie. That's what this game is. That's what this game is. Oh, don't play the Discovery music now. We're past that. We're past that. Alright. It's time to do, let's do the genre gauntlet. Alright, this is just for administrative stuff. If you wish to participate in this, you have to be a subscriber, a VIP, or a moderator. Alright, if you're any of those, you can do this. Okay? If you're a member over on YouTube, meaning you got a star next to your name, you get one of those as well. Alright, Nick. Nick. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna get 3 options. No, you're gonna get 2. Old man. You're gonna get 2. I'll give you all 3 because you're moderators over on YouTube as well. Zordon gets 2. Cohart gets 1. Raptor gets 2. Where's Divine? Divine usually takes place in this. Alright, well, you're not getting 4 spins, old man. I'm gotta limit it to 3, or else you're gonna dominate the board. But I appreciate it. Alright, so the way that this works. Where's the... I'm assuming it's this one. Yeah. Is martial arts on here? We have to add martial arts because that counts now. There we go. The way that this works, right? We spin the wheel. An option gets selected for you, right? If you do not like that option, you can elect to respin once, but you have to stick with that second option. After everybody does it, we will officially move to round 2. And round 2 consists of voting to knock off each of these options until we're left with just a few, right? So we're going to go ahead and start with Nick. Here's your first spin. At any time, you can play Stream Loot cards, by the way. Physics games. Are you going to keep it or are you going to respin? Keep? Alright, physics games. Here's your second genre. Auto Battler. Respin, you got it. And we will be shuffling this between every person so that we're not like trying to do dumb shit. Casino. You got casino games. And for your final genre, it is esports. We're going to get into the competitiveness. Respin, you got it? Hidden Object. We had a good time with Hidden Object before. Alright, it's time for Old Man's. We're going to hit shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good luck, Old Man Sim. Action. Very broad. This is where a lock would come into play. Got action. Here's your second one. Visual novel. Zordon's favorite. Alright, visual novel. I will say there's going to be many times we're going to have to be careful with that. If that wins, because there's a lot of porn out there, especially on the PC 98. It's almost everything was porn. Rhythm! What a genre, man. These are 3 good ones. 3 good little genres here. Respin, you fucking fiend. What a dick. Everybody say boo in chat. Ooh, Metroidvania. That was a good respin. Alright, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Zordon! Here you go. That's a really good respin, yeah. We're gonna get Zordon themed things. Like, he's gonna keep that. Educational games, we're fucked. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Zordon, here's your second choice. Oh, you wanted Yu-Gi-Oh! Here it is, digital card collection games. Yep. Digital card collection games. Can we get a moderator to put last call for Genre Gauntlet on the Discord and then tag volunteer firefighters for subs, VIPs, and moderators. I want to make sure that Divine gets in on this. I don't want him to miss it. All right, Kohark. Yeah, you're last, Raptor. Kohark, stealth genre. Lots of thief. Screw that. All right, fair enough. You're like, fuck that shit. Stealth is Tenchu, and Tenchu is bullshit. Reveal the picture, RTP. Alright, Raptor, you get 2. Another hit on educational. Respin? I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle it as well because I didn't shuffle it. Construction Management Simulation. Conman Sim. Alright, here's your second genre. Ba-ba-da. Graphic Adventure. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Thank you. Graphic Adventure? Alright. Some really strong genres that we got going on here. But real quick, while we're waiting for them to pop in before we do our next stage, let's go ahead and do set up our schedule for next week. We're going to go ahead and clear this out. This is going to be for Priority Shuffler. If you want to do this, just exclamation point nut. If you're on YouTube and you want to do this, say hi. Are Muds on the wheel? Massive user dungeons? Yeah, I think they are.
Nut.
Considerations.
Nut.
We have an open hack, we have an open DLC, and we have an open mod for anybody who cares. Alright, do I have any coins here? Yep. Alright, heads YouTube, tails Twitch. It is tails. Twitch will go first. Raptor. Choose our first priority for next week. Project. Alright, project. And then old man is heads, Nick your tails. Where'd I put my coinage? I'm like 5 cents poor now. There it is. Alright, Nick, choose the next one. Oh, wait, it's just old man that's in there. Yeah, overrides. Nick didn't say he wanted to do it. Alright, back to Twitch. Raptor, choose again. Active RPG. Let's see. Green, green, and project. Green. Revenge. That's Grand Theft Auto. That can stay where it's at. Kohark, choose our next one. Between hacks, DLC, and mods. There are none of any of these, so it really doesn't matter. It's just a personal preference of yours. Mods. Hacks. And that leaves us with DLC. Alright, here's what it looks like for next week. Paper Mario is now 5 weeks in play. It's been a while since we've played it. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Once this hits 8 weeks in play, it is going to become a mandatory A, so bear that in mind. Project will be our A day, which I'm fine with. Overrides will be our B day, aka Tomb Raider, up until... no, it doesn't expire 2 June. 16 June. Active RPG. We are positive progression for the project. And the genre is up in the air right now. So we're gonna do that in a little bit. Did anybody else who has not done the genre gauntlet, you need to do it. Because I'm about to set up the straw poll, and once the straw poll is made, that's it. Alright, Google. Kill Your Wife, Seduce Your Sister game has it all. It's true. Marry off your annoying whatever. Alright, we're going to delete this. Go to the start page. Alright, genre gauntlet elimination round. I will give you all this link whenever we are done. Let's see, we have physics games, we have casino games, we have hidden object, we have action, visual novel, Metroidvania, educational, digital card collection game, reveal the picture, construction management simulator, or graphic adventure. Alright, allow selection of multiple options. I will give y'all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You will get 10 votes that you can use. Let's see, am I able to... No, we want to... Voting security. None. What? I don't want voting security. How do I turn that off? Well, okay, so you got to do it in one vote. That's fine. Alright, the poll has been created. Again, if anybody wants to use any genre gauntlet cards, feel free to. Here's your link. Let's get back into Tomb Raider. We'll check in on this in a little bit, and we'll, throughout the night, knock off our games and figure that out. So over this fucking game. Alright. We'll check on that in a little bit. What's this? Shut up, Laura. Nobody asked you a damn thing. Ah, of course, the Tibetan cave barracuda. How could I miss him? Yep, get up there before he bites us, because he will. Gotta watch out for the elusive Tibetan cave barracuda. Alright, first of all, what's under here? Nothing. There's nothing here. Okay. It's the perfect cathartic release to everything this game is making me do, so I'm okay with it. Oh, okay, so this is just... we dropped on the other side. So I gotta swim over there. Okay. I would have been so mad if that killed me. Like, you don't understand how angry I would have been. Laura, it's a footstep up. Also, how are you not dying of hypothermia? These are cave waters. Also, still water, so you've now poisoned yourself. Good job. There's probably some primordial bacteria in this shit. Are we supposed to jump up to this? Because that doesn't look very plausible. Oh. You're not even grabbing anything! She's so stupid. What an idiot woman. Now where do I go? Hello? Where do I go? I can't see behind. Is it a leap of faith? It is a leap of faith. Good. Those are my favorite kind of leaps. Oh, good. Thank you. I knew it was coming, too. I knew it was coming. There's always got to be some bullshit. Some way to steal your health. Oh, man. This is like all the way back at the beginning. Okay, that will kill me. This is not a small drop either. Hold on. Can I interact with this? I don't see anywhere to safety drop without dying. So can I just jump on this? I'll take it. I'll take it. I see the balls already. It's coming. Dude, look. Oh my god. What the fuck? We would have been fine if Laura would have just moved. But no, she's got to plant her feet firmly on the snow. Wipe her ass with a paper towel. You know, all the usual shit. Yep. Make sure you get your footing, Laura. Absolute fucking whore. No, she's not trying. She's given up. Just when you think they should end the stage, they bring more bullshit your way. I love it. It's great. End the stage. It's over. Hey, crazy question. Why is that an instant death fall? Oh, because I have 0 health to my name. Cool. As is expected. Why I have 0 health to my name? No idea. You're serious right now. So those snow leopards are more resilient to shotgun shells than Yetis. That's insane to me. All right, we have a tie here. So the highest ranking moderator right now is Nick. Nick, choose between visual novel, educational, reveal the picture, or construction management simulator to remove. Visual novel is gone, which is good because visual novel, it's going to be a minefield of games that we can play versus what we can't play. Alright, how do I reset it? Save the changes. Reset. And, round 2. Vote to your heart's content. I don't like losing that much health in such a silly way. I really don't. I love getting fucked. It's my favorite pastime, apparently. Too many vote options? I know. That's what makes this fun, though. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, there's too many. It's all gonna be tied. My bad. Edit. Alright, now y'all got 9 votes. No! It's wrong! Come on. They don't want to show their face because they know they're going to get shot in it. Come on, pretty kitty cats. Come on, pretty kitty cats. Come on. These stupid idiots. Hey, look, it's a pity health. Nice. Because you knew that you'd programmed something stupid. Isn't that nice? How nice of them to give me a pity health. D is Friday, the best day of the week. Particularly Saturday. Is it Saturday? It's maybe Saturday for you. By the way, you can vote in this, should you wish to. Alright, we can't see shit. That's fine. Don't need to. Game's wrong. Let's go check out the right side first, see what's going on. Okay, so this just connects us back to an area we've already been. This is useless. It's useless! What does this do for me? It's a, hey, dipshit, you fell down thing. No, what? Did that open up any other doors? Okay, so there's no way to survive that because the animation refuses to let you do anything. That's cool. So cool, man. Right up my alley? How so? I don't know. I've only ever played 1 and 2, and I hate both of them. Not a fan. In the slightest. Made to the weekend in one piece? That's all we could wish for, right? What do I do? Oh, cool. It's a door that opens up automatically that I would have no insight to do because fuck you, right? Is this door gonna open automatically? Boy, is it. Is this door gonna open automatically? No, no it won't. Of course we can't reach that. Why would we? Makes too much sense. The common sense isn't allowed in Tomb Raider. Luffy hasn't even found the One Piece. How am I gonna find it? Hell yeah, brother. So what did that do for me? Nothing. It did nothing. Didn't kill any of the enemies. Trying to get their attention, but you know the game won't let it happen. This game is so absurd. Time to die. I'm new. Is this a random pick? You can choose whatever you want. Whatever you would like. I encourage you to choose. Oh, hey, by the way, I just walked outside. There was no snow leopard there, so the fact that a snow leopard magically appears is just bullshit to fuck with a player. Just bullshit to fuck with a player, by the way. Tomb Raider 2 movie premiere? Oh, you had fun? Yeah, so basically whatever genre wins will be the genre that we explore. We'll play those games in the order of release, so you never know what we're going to see for that. Did that switch open up anything of benefit to me? Anything of benefit? Is this another one of those dumb fucking pressure switches that add nothing to the gameplay experience at all? Because those really piss me off. There must be a pressure switch over here. There's got to be. Time to look it up. Every fucking day. And while we're doing this, we'll go ahead and move on to the next stage. Alright, what are our results? Alright, Construction Management Simulator's out. Drop the vote 1, save the changes. Reset, and the vote is live. We've got the games down to 8. Feel free to do whatever you please. I'm gonna go to that Lara Croft website and look it up here because it'll be easier. Tomb Raider 2 walkthrough. Stella's Tomb Raider. That's the best website ever, by the way, for this. I want you to tell me. God, I got so many levels. We already did that.
Crush my
Good.
rock with a rock I must. Maximum pain I must endure. Okay, here we go.
Well, good news is we're at the end of the stage. Which is better than nothing. That's misleading as all get up. What are you talking about? Oh my God. I'll take it. Fuck you. The controls are horrible. Tank controls in the platformer are never good. Ever. Good God. horrible game. Yeah, because I died. Immediately save, so we don't have to do that again. That's the most clever thing in the game so far, just so y'all know. We gotta get rid of the big boys. Can I murder them through the cage? Of course not. Makes too much sense! Invisible walls galore! Where's the good class at? Right. Ah! You can't do that to me, Tomb Raider. We haven't had spring platforms the whole game, and now you're gonna add them? Wait, are you damaging me from this? That's rigged. Where are we going? Little crunch sound that does it. What's up, Crow? I'm gonna die. There's no aiming mechanic! Stop making me shoot it! Zero aiming mechanic! Ridiculous! Okay, I ring the ding bell. What happened? What? What's the science behind that? question is, what door does that open? Because that boost pad does fuck all. Oh my god. I love that there's zero context for anything in this game now. It won't show me where switches are opening. Okay, so that lowered that. Duly noted. Let's go get this health over here. Oh fuck, they're coming for my ass.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's move on to the next round. Let's see what we got. Alright, educational games are out. Edit. Educational is out. Drop the votes 1. Reset it, and the poll is live. Perfect.
Uh-huh.
$400 saves. That's how many kids I got. 400. Yeah, we're gonna reload that because he wasn't making any noise. How was I supposed to know he was there? Oh, am I out of ammo? What a pity. What's wrong with the pole? Why is it broken? What do you mean it's broken? Oh, just go ahead and, well, I guess reset it. You must have gone on a, well, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Guess I go fuck myself. Here, I'll reset it for everybody. Make sure y'all wait until I say it's live before y'all click on it so that it doesn't, like, freak out. Alright, let's go to the edit, and it says 7, so 7. We're going to go ahead and reset it. Alright, now, reset it before you vote. That way it doesn't, like, it's not getting all cucked up. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I miss you, Crow. Alright, I have 511 Uzi rounds. Might as well use that. Little bitch. I love how every time I go in and out, it decides to take away the YouTube chat. It's real cool. Alright, what we got? Switch. Okay, so now we gotta bounce up here. Hopefully this isn't timed. If it's timed, I'm gonna be mad. Because that's a really silly way of doing this. Oh, Laura, you're so extra. That's mandatory damage. Thanks, appreciate it. What? Oh, there's a boost pad right here. If I wasn't so far in this game, it'd be over. It'd be over. Oh! Okay. Can I do a Razzle Dazzle boost like I did before? Hmm. Boom. Boom. I don't think there's anything special. I think we just got to get over here. I don't know how they want me to do this. Yeah, because she's just gonna slip and fall over and over and over again. It's maddening. Thanks, Laura. Oh, did I hit something? What? There's nothing here. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not even mad. What's the next round? All right, casino games are out. That works for me. Drop this down one, save the changes, and reset. I think we might have some exciting thing. I will say action's very broad, so we'll probably find a subgenre to focus on, but that's up to y'all. Just close to see it over link. What? What? Crow, I think you're having a stroke, brother. Oh, the black my fucking god. Close the seat or they move the like. I think that's what British sounds like. Save. I don't want to do that again. It's a bit cockney. Let's see. Nothing there. A lot of bullshit over here. Fucking strangle you, you bitch! I'm gonna go out of my way to find a Lara Croft impersonator, cosplayer. I'm gonna pay them for 1 hour. I'm gonna pay them $100 an hour, and all I'm gonna do is just talk down to them. Yep, get your mandatory hits in. Doesn't matter how much ammunition gets dumped into you.
Uh-huh.
Why would it? There's health over here.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta close it. You gotta close it out every time, or else it's gonna freak out.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!
What's that? Oh, they're just fucking. Okay. I did get Siegfrieded and roided. Oh! I just put the roided into that. That's good. That's a good joke. That's... I'm stealing that. But the thing is, I'm afraid no one's gonna understand it but, like, me. Siegfried and roided. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I will be eternally grateful when this game is over. Hey, I don't know about you, but there's some white tigers, Tibetan white tigers trying to murder us. So if you could kill them, that'd be great. Alright, there's the third and the fourth one. The whole fucking zoo right here. For a mask, okay. Well, what do you think Laura does? She just kills endangered species for fun. This is why PETA got mad the first time. PETA. PETA. Okay, so this door is open now, but what? I hear him, but I don't see him. Pedophiles? I could see that. All jokes aside, PETA is one of the most damaging. If you're an animal, PETA's not on your side. Alright, I'm gonna drop a flare down there because that's probably the only way I'm gonna survive that. There we go. Alright, next vote's gonna be Zordon. Between Hidden Object and Metroidvania, which one do you want gone? Hidden objects. Alright, hidden object. Change it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 votes. Alright, that vote is live. I'm gonna go take a break real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
If a game gets a little complicated nowadays, it immediately grabs you by the hand. Giant objective markers, tutorial pop-ups, NPCs repeating the same instruction until you finally understand that yes, that glowing yellow thing is in fact the thing you're supposed to interact with. Back in the NES era, good luck. When you rented a game for the weekend, there was no internet, no YouTube walkthrough, no 15-page GameFAQs guide written by a guy named XX Dark Lord 420 Push Slayer 2000XX. You had the game, and you had the manual. That's it. And for a lot of games, the manual wasn't just a nice little bonus, it was a critical piece of the experience. Developers were running out of cartridge space constantly, so important mechanics, hidden systems, and progression clues often got shoved into the instruction booklet instead. The problem is, some of these manuals were written by people who seemed genuinely offended that you wanted to beat the game. So today we're looking at 10 NES manuals that completely failed their jobs, turning already difficult games into confusing, frustrating messes. Let's begin. We're starting our list today with Deadly Towers, a game that already had a reputation for kicking players directly in the teeth. Released in Japan in 1986 as Masho the Devil's Bell, it was actually a pretty big success. The difference was that Japanese players had magazines, strategy guides, and entire playground economies dedicated to figuring out cryptic bullshit. When Broderbund brought the game to North America in 1987, The manual needed to pick up the slack. Instead, it fell short. Open the booklet and you'll find pages dedicated to enemy descriptions and lore. One of them is a monster called a bounder. A bounder is a bouncing ball. I'm not kidding. The bouncing ball gets more documentation than some of the game's actual mechanics, which is an impressive level of missing the point. Then we get to your starting weapon, the short sword. The manual describes it by saying, "You start the game with this sword. It is so weak, you feel lonely. That means you have no confidence in this sword." God damn, imagine buying a car and the owner's manual starts with, "This is your car, you paid money for it. Despite all available evidence, you willingly exchanged currency for this vehicle. The manufacturer would like to apologize. The dealership would like to apologize. Your family has asked that you stop talking about it. When parked, local birds avoid landing on it out of respect for the concept of failure. Mechanics refuse to repair it. They simply stand around in silence. It has the same horsepower as a moderately motivated dishwasher, and on a good day, it can almost keep up with a determined pedestrian. You paid money for it, this thing's a piece of shit." But here's where things really fall apart. Deadly Towers is packed with invisible dungeon entrances. These aren't optional secrets either. You need them to beat the game. So naturally, the manual explains how to find them, right? No. Their official advice is search every area by walking around the entire screen in each area. That's it, that's the strategy. Their solution was to have 10-year-olds spend an entire weekend rubbing Prince Meyer's dick against every wall in the castle until a dungeon magically appeared. It's like hiring a tour guide who spends 3 hours talking about his failed marriage and forgets to mention where the fucking gift shop is. Deadly Towers was already hard. The manual looked at that difficulty and said, you know what this needs? Less information. To understand why the Hydlide manual is such a disaster, you have to understand the game itself. Originally released by T&E Soft in 1984, Hydlide was actually kind of a big deal. It predated Zelda, helped establish the action RPG genre, and in Japan it was considered pretty fucking revolutionary. Unfortunately, by the time it finally landed on the NES in North America in 1989, it felt about as modern as a fax machine. Part of the problem is that Hydlide uses one of the weirdest combat systems you will ever see. Instead of pressing a button to attack, you physically ram your character into enemies. To make things even stranger, you're constantly switching between attack mode and defend mode using the A button. It's clunky, it's awkward, and it absolutely needed a manual that explained things clearly. Instead, the manual takes a running start and just face plants into the wall. On page 7, it tells players that casting magic is as simple as hold down button A while pressing button B. That sounds easy enough, except if you try it, nothing happens. Your character stands there looking as confused as you are. At this point, most kids probably started checking controller ports, blowing into cartridges, sacrificing livestock to the Nintendo gods, whatever it took to make the fucking thing work. What the manual conveniently forgets to mention is that magic only works when you're in attack mode. If you're in defend mode, that button combination does absolutely nothing. The explanation exists technically, but it's buried on an entirely different page, like it entered witness protection. Our next entry is Dr. Chaos, a game that somehow manages to be a side-scrolling action game, a first-person adventure game, a horror game, and what I can only assume was a nervous breakdown, taking physical form, on an NES cartridge. Now, to be fair, the instruction manual does explain some things. In fact, it spends a surprising amount of time introducing the enemies that we'll encounter throughout the game. Want to know about the elephant? It's in there, but between me and you, I don't think Japan knows what an elephant actually looks like. But hey, if you're curious about the slime or big lady, covered. Need information on bats, ghosts, spiders, floating skulls, and every other creature that looks like it escaped from a Spirit Halloween after closing time? The manual's got you covered. I like that. Page after page is dedicated to introducing the monster roster and the weapons, and some of these descriptions are useful, but most of them aren't. They're just kind of there. It's like the manual was written by a guy who is really excited to show off his collection of weird monsters. But the thing that bothers me is that none of this is where players are getting stuck. On the surface, Dr. Chaos looks like a pretty standard side-scrolling action game. You run through the mansion, you shoot monsters, you avoid hazards, and try not to get murdered by whatever eldritch nonsense is lurking around the next corner. Then you walk through a door and the entire game changes. This is the exact moment where the manual should have stepped in and explained how exploration and the first-person scenes work, what you're looking for, how to identify important objects, how to navigate the fucking rooms, what clues matter to you, how the command system functions in practice, anything. Give me something. Instead, the manual responds with a tiny paragraph and a screenshot that looks like it was taken with a disposable camera through a pair of prescription sunglasses. That's it. Imagine buying a cookbook where the first 30 pages are biographies of vegetables, right? This is a carrot. Here's an onion, here's a potato, here's what farm they came from, the health benefits of eating carrots, and then you finally reach the recipe section and it simply says, cook food. That's Dr. Chaos in a nutshell. Oh buddy, Milon's Secret Castle. Now we just talked about the Japanese period of game design where they were throwing things at the wall. Milon's Secret Castle existed during that same time frame, except it was a different focus. This was during the era of let's hide fucking everything behind something, right? Secrets, items, progression, entire full-length mechanics could be hidden behind an invisible wall, and everybody was doing it. The idea was to get kids talking on the playground, buying strategy guides, and calling tip lines that you would have to pay for. Milon takes that philosophy and cranks it straight into the sun. The entire game revolves around shooting bubbles at walls to reveal hidden items, hidden doors, hidden shops, and basically half the game is hidden behind shit. If you're not randomly assaulting the architecture, you're probably not progressing. So when Hudson brought the game to North America in 1988, the manual needed to do some heavy lifting. Instead, it called it a day. Buried in the maze room section is one single little sentence. Milon can find the key by breaking blocks with bubbles. That's it. That's your help. The manual tells us that breaking blocks is important and then leaves like my biological dad for a pack of cigarettes. It doesn't tell you which blocks can be broken. It doesn't tell you that the breakable blocks look exactly like the unbreakable blocks. It doesn't tell you that hidden doors are mandatory. It doesn't tell you that entire marketplaces are concealed inside solid walls like some kind of underground bubble-based black market. But what it does tell you to do is how to shoot, how to jump, how to walk. You know, all the complicated things I've struggled with since birth. And it's only 9 pages long, too. 9. Hudson couldn't spare half a page to explain how players were actually supposed to progress through the game. The whole thing feels like it ends with, "Thanks for the $40. Figure it out, dipshit." Castlevania 2 is the most infamous game in my opinion on the NES, and honestly I don't think it's entirely its fault. Released by Konami in 1987, Simon's Quest took a huge gamble by ditching the straightforward stage-by-stage structure of the original game in favor of giant open worlds, towns, NPCs, exploration, and even a day-night cycle. It was ambitious. Unfortunately, the localization team took all of that ambition and kind of drove it directly into a ditch, if that makes sense. The townspeople are supposed to help you through the game, but most of their hints range from confusing to just outright lies because of translation issues, so naturally players turn to the manual for help. The item artwork alone looks like it was drawn by somebody who only had a vague understanding of what body parts are supposed to look like. Dracula's nail looks like a yak horn, Dracula's rib bone looks like a milk bone, and the ring looks like something you'd find in a clearance bin at Kohl's. Hey, by the way, rings aren't body parts, they're fucking jewelry! Jesus Christ! And what about Dracula's heart? Brother, that's a kidney bean. Dracula was not killed by Simon. Dracula died waiting for the insurance claim for his kidney bean heart to be approved. But between me and you, and probably what everybody feels is the true problem, is the red crystal, right? If you've never played Simon's Quest, there's a point where progress completely stops. To continue, you need to equip the red crystal, walk up to a random dead-end cliff, and kneel for 7 seconds and wait for a tornado to come and carry you away. Now, to Konami's credit, the manual technically acknowledges that the red crystal exists, and under the item description it says you must have the red crystal before you enter Dracula's castle. But that's about as useful as telling somebody they need gasoline after they've already run out on the interstate.
Hi, Konami. I'm stuck on the side of the road. It appears that something has gone cataclysmically wrong, and I am now stuck on I-10 right outside of Houston. Can you give me any insight? Gasaringa height tonight.
An entire generation of kids wandered around Transylvania completely lost because nobody at Konami wanted to write down one sentence that says, "Hey, dumbass, kneel at the cliff." Instead, they left that job to Nintendo Power, or 20 years later, the angry video game nerd. Operation Wolf was one of Taito's biggest arcade hits. The original cabinet came with a giant mounted machine gun, force feedback, explosions, the whole deal. It was loud, chaotic, and exactly the kind of thing that emptied quarters out of kids' pockets in the late 80s. The problem was bringing that experience home. On the NES, especially if you weren't using the zapper, precision suddenly mattered a lot more. Shooting enemy soldiers was good. Shooting hostages, on the other hand, was very, very bad. Accidentally blasting a nurse would chunk your health bar, so knowing who was friend and foe was kind of important. This is where the manual completely drops dead in the middle of the road. Instead of using screenshots from the game to help identify civilians, the booklet gives us a collection of tiny hand-drawn doodles that look like they were sketched during a boring staff meeting. The manual identifies everyone like it's introducing contestants on a game show. Child, nurses, prisoner. If I saw that thing walking toward me, my first instinct would be to give him a hug. He needs one, look at him. The manual teaches you how to identify civilians using these weird little drawings, but the second the game starts, everything turns into a muddy pile of moving NES sprites. Suddenly, you're trying to figure out whether the thing running across the screen is a hostage, a soldier, or an escaped resident from Silent Hill. As a result, players spent half the game accidentally ventilating the people they were supposed to rescue. I don't like Athena. Athena is an SNK game that originated in the arcades but was excreted out on the NES thanks to Micronix, right? They are the worst developers I have ever seen. The whole idea of the game is that we collect different weapons, armor, shields, and equipment as we go through the game, and the problem is that Athena handles inventory management with all of the grace of a drunk guy operating a forklift. In most games, finding a new weapon, it kind of gives you options. In Athena, touching a weapon immediately replaces whatever you're currently carrying. It doesn't ask permission, it doesn't give you a menu, it just rips the old weapon out of your hands and throws it into the void. So if you spend an hour finding some powerful late game weapon and accidentally touch a basic item dropped by a random enemy, congratulations, you just traded a rocket launcher for a pool noodle. And of course the manual doesn't mention this, and also the manual does something else that's really, really cool. They included screenshots. How progressive. Most people did this. But hey, question. Wouldn't you find it important to use screenshots from the game? I would. So can anybody explain to me, why in the fuck on page 4 is there a screenshot from Spelunky? That's like buying a Ford Mustang and opening the owner's manual to find instructions for a riding lawnmower. It's not even the same vehicle. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is already one of the most confusing and probably hated games on the NES. It was released by Bandai in 1988, and the whole gimmick revolves around trying to keep Dr. Jekyll calm long enough to reach the church and to marry his fiancée. Which would be fine if every inconvenience in Victoria, England didn't cause this man to completely lose his shit and transform into Mr. Hyde. It's a weird game, it's confusing as shit, and it desperately needed a manual that explained what was actually happening. Instead, Bandai gave us a booklet that seems way more interested in insulting its own characters. My favorite example is Elena. In the game, she's one of the most annoying enemies because she attacks by firing musical notes at you. So naturally, you'd expect the manual to explain how her attack works or how you're supposed to counter it. But no, they took the time to absolutely bury this poor woman. Born tone deaf, she is a classic example of someone who persists in doing something even though she's terrible at it. Her truly awful singing is harmful to anyone within earshot. Jesus Christ, that is not a character description. That's cyberbullying. Bandai spent more time roasting a fictional woman than explaining how to survive her attacks. It might as well have said, Elena enjoys singing despite overwhelming evidence that she shouldn't. Her relationship with her father remains strained after the 1983 Harvest Festival incident. She currently resides alone with 6 cats, 2 parrots, and an alarming inability to take constructive criticism. Local villagers have repeatedly asked her to stop performing in public, but Elena remains committed to her dream of becoming a professional singer despite possessing all the musical talent of a smoke detector with a dying battery. God damn! What's even worse is that the game actually gives you a way to deal with her. Earlier in the manual, it mentions that coins can be used to remove obstacles from your path. What it conveniently forgets to mention is that you're supposed to throw those coins at Elena to make her stop singing. And that's information players should probably have. And you would think the manual is done.
Alright. Had to grab a drink and use the restroom. Alright, what we got for this? Okay, so Metroidvania's out. That's a shame. I was actually looking forward to checking out some more Metroidvanias. Alright, we drop this down, save the changes, and reset. Alright, we're down to our 1, 2, 3, 4, last 5 choices. That's exciting. Did I die? Yes, I did. 408. Did I die? Yeah, because I fell down on the spikes. Because this game is stupid. Where is she carrying all this ammunition, all these guns, to? I don't understand. I'm confused. Did she take a flare or not? Why does she need to open it? I'm selecting it clearly. Alright, there's spikes there. So is there one spot that doesn't have spikes? It appears that I have to go to this side to not die. Are the spikes over every... I mean, I can gauge based on my shadow. That's gonna be a death sentence too. This whole thing's a death sentence. Where do you want me to go? In her vagina? Oh, man. Where the fuck do I go? There's like no safe place to drop. Okay, there's one very specific safe place to drop, and it looks like it's right here. Yeah. Alright, we need a full heal, and we're gonna need a flare to not die here. Okay, there's a fire thing there. We'll save since we're down here, just so we don't die. And after we do this, we'll do some admin stuff so that we can see what games we're gonna be playing. The usual stuff. AKA Old Man Sim's favorite part of this whole shindig that we do. I put the mask in there. What do you want? It's gotta let me out of here, right? Okay, so this opened this door. Swear to God, Lara Croft. Lara Croft! I'm gonna cross this as quick as I can because I don't trust him. This is the same part of the same mission. Alright, so that should melt, right? What's this? Oh, it's my crack pipe. Yeah. Just looking for that. We got a barracuda coming. Get out of the water, 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 Laura. And a tiger. Damn, what a combination. What a combination. Where's the other fish? Ah. I miss Phantasmagoria. That's such a good game. Such a solid game. Okay, so these Sasquatches are invincible against that? Oh God, if I knew they did that, I'd let them kill me more often. Shit! Sign me up, coach. Fuck. What the hell? Okay. It freaked out. Broke. What's our next round? Let's see what we got here. Show results. Alright, we got a three-way tie. Old Man Sim, you're the next person to choose between action, reveal the picture, and graphic adventure. What are you thinking? Reveal the picture is gone? Alright. Now we're down to our last 3 votes. Let me go and reset that. And there you'll go. Alright, I definitely know that I want to have the M16 out. Let's go do a quick heal. I don't need it right now. Not yet. Because I didn't fight the tigers. Because fuck them! That's why. You see him just coming through the walls, right? That's magical. Magical experience. Why does YouTube keep closing every single time? Don't worry, I'll make it small for you. There we go. Ridiculous. Can't wait to get killed by those icicles. Come on, icicles, do your job. Pretend to fall because I conveniently walk this way. strats. It's very dark in here. Alright, what are we dealing with? No death pits, right? Uh-huh. Grenades hidden in a cave in a Tibetan monastery.
Uh-huh.
Grab the damn ledge, Laura. You're such a conniving whore. Laura. And just to double check, make sure there's no hidden switches anywhere. Because I trust the water in India more than this game. I hear him. Where's he at?
Uh-huh.
Still nothing here. I will say these levels have been significantly more linear. I don't like the rumblies and the tumblies. What's going on here? Death. That's what's going on here. As is expected. Hey, can we not do a camera perspective change? Because... oh wow, such cinematic glory. Oh, that doesn't look fun at all. So, my hotkey is, for 0 is look, so I just didn't bother resetting it. She deserved every fucking millisecond of that fall, because I told her to drop the flare. Thank you. Now put your gun away, because apparently opening your hand is too complex of an operation for someone as amazing as Lara Croft. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, where are we going? Oh, you won't let me look up, so I guess we're just gonna climb forever. Yep, there it is. I don't trust this. At all. I don't. Here we go. I mean, where do you want me to go, game? There's no other direction I can go. Sure. Hey, remember this part? That makes it sound like something, a severe level of ass pain is about to come my way. Alright, what I need is right there, but I can't get there, so fun. Because everything is sloped. Death, right? So, Laura's head's too big to fit through that corner. That's a shame. Can we climb up here? Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I now possess a key, I think. What is that? Oh, it's the Talion, which is the shrine. This is the shrine of the Talion. I mean, technically it's the Ice Palace, but whatever. What in the fuck is that? How many grenades do I got? 18. It probably won't be enough. And here's your issues with everything being a bullet sponge right here. Everything's a bullet sponge. This game just sucks. Sucks so much penis. Absolute cock and balls. Yep. Miss every time, please. Really turns me on. All the way to the bottom. Shaft and everything. Finally, dude. So surely that'll be the end of the stage, right? No. Oh, I'm sorry. It was! That should be cutscene time then, eh? Welcome back to China, where everything is just dark for no reason. Hopefully these stages are shorter, because I don't know if I have it in me. Alright, what we got? The results. Digital card collection games out. Damn, I was really hoping that would stick. Alright, we're down to our final votes here for what we're going to be focusing on next week. Let's go ahead and reset. Votes are open. This is a pretty stage. Okay, what? Well, this is not a fun place at all. Hello? And China's not fun at all, man. Alright, we've made it to China where a big old golden carp wants to eat my ass. This is probably the hardest stage in the game. Good. Great. I can't wait. Oh, now it's the normal colored tigers. Oh, Tony the Tiger number 2 is going to eat my ass. Any more Tonys, huh?
Uh-huh.
I like the ambient noise in this game, this level though. Oh, good. First and foremost, we got to get out of this weapon. We got to get something better. We'll go for pistols. Tony 2, where are you? Come on, Tony. He's just gonna spawn out of the wall, knowing him. Where's the second tiger, huh? He's not there. Yep, just out of the floor. Because that's what common sense is made of, wishful thinking. Alright, is there anything over here? Do our usual rubber dick on the left, find everything idea. Okay, nothing there. Guess let's switch. Okay, well I don't have whatever is needed for that, so that's useless. Is this slippery? That part is, okay. Great, the Tibetan hawks are back. Yeah, no, I'm not taking damage from that. Fuck you. That's a stupid thing to take damage from. I don't really think there is a safety fall in this. Yeah, I've yet to find a bird that can survive one bullet of any caliber ever created. I'm glad that's the hardiest fucking bird that's ever existed. Everything's a bullet sponge. You find me one bird that'll survive a bullet hole, please. One bird!
Uh-huh.
It's dead. It didn't bite me. Fuck off. Alright, there's a little hole right here. Maybe we should check that out. And a blocked grate. That's wonderful. There's a key down there too. get some oxygen. Okay, so this all goes to the same area. But there's been no way for me to get a key, so how am I going to open up that door? This jump doesn't scream you can make it, because I can't. I mean, I guess I don't really need the key. The gate's dropped, so the gate will probably open up because of that. Alright, let's see what we got for our next one. Here we go. Graphic Adventure is out. Ah, damn. No. Edit the results. Alright, so it's between action or physics games. This is your final vote for the evening. Please make it count. I know we'll have a good time with this, so then we'll do this. We'll do some admin stuff, figure out what games we need to play. Maybe we'll see some exciting shit. Figure out what rules of release. Why is there... Laura, use your boot and squish it. I've yet to find a spider that could survive a single bullet. Tibet's got some explaining to do. They really do. Okay, there's a ladder over here. What's up, Galatep?
Attention all units, attention all units.
What you up to, brother?
Dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
This is Ladder 42, retain 4, respond that raid alarm from Galatep. Stand by. You're probably wondering why I'm looking at the load game screen. Well, you see, it's because I died. Because this game is a butthole. Absolutely butthole. What's up, everybody? My name is Fortifier. I'm a retro variety streamer. I play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on True Hardware whenever I can. Right now, we're playing Tomb Raider 2. We have a little bit of a franchise lock. And, I'm not having fun with this. I've never had fun with this game. I've never had fun with this series. To me, original Tomb Raider is a fucking mistake. It's a mistake. I find eternal joy in launching Lara Croft off of cliffs and watching her crumble in like a piece of paper. I truly do. But if you're not following Galatep and you're on my side of things, please do. Phenomenal streamer. He plays a lot of games that I don't particularly enjoy doing, like RTSs, stuff like that. So go over there, give him some love. And speaking of which, we got a second raid from Old Angry Gasm. He plays games that I also don't like RPGs. I'm not a big fan of RPGs. So, yeah. We just got a raid, so I'm not going to do both of those stuff. But what's up, man? Hope everybody had a great stream. Galatep, what were you playing? Old Angry Gasm, what were you playing? For anybody who's new here, feel free to hit the follow button for me. It's absolutely anonymous. Your name will not pop up. and you get to see a guy get punched in the face. I'm also a YouTube partner, so if you like videos where I interview very important people in gaming history, like Grant Kirkhope, or Rebecca Heineman, the late Rebecca Heineman, Al Lowe, stuff like that, or top 10 lists, that's the place you want to go.
I can't believe you've done this.
Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. We're very lurker friendly, so you don't feel like you have to tell us who you are. But Fortifier has removed my... Uh-oh, what did you do? Which message got removed? Oh, we have managed to break the shit out of something. Oh, because you deleted your own message. I've never seen you get like... Yeah. I was confused. Alright, so we're doing Lara Croft shit. We're voting on our genre gauntlet. In a second, we're going to step away and you're going to see a spreadsheet. That may freak you out because, holy shit, a spreadsheet. But we need to figure out what genre we're going to be exploring next week. And I think right now the vote is action game and physics. Those are the two genres that we're looking at. Where's that other dumbass fish so I can shoot it in the face? Come here, you. Come here. Now, the reason I hate Lara Croft games is it takes the most basic enemies and makes them act like they're bulletproof. Like, I had to shoot a spider 20 times. I could have just stepped on this fucking spider. Same with fish. I've yet to meet a fish that can survive 20 rounds of 9mm, much less one. This is on PC, by the way. We're not playing this on PlayStation. That's why it doesn't look like rotten cabbage. Because that's exactly what it would look like right now. Also, birds. Birds are bulletproof, too. This game is a abomination. I'm not a fan of it at all. But we're so close to beating it. This is apparently one of the hardest stages in the game, though. The butler is undying. Did you put the butler in the fridge? I bet you did, didn't you? What? No, never. Yeah, I did. Because fuck them. Clearly, you've never met the steel-breasted hootenanny. Alright, here comes a random spider that has no business being in this stage. Wow. 2, 3, 4. What, is he dead now? Okay. Now we have the famous, well-known Chinese lava right here. Because China's known for its lava fields. What? What's up, man? Excuse me. No, you're fine. If anybody needs to go to sleep or take a shit, I totally understand. I do the same thing. Laura, what are you hanging? Oh, yes. That one magical pixel that's floating in the midair, yeah. Gotta watch out for that one. Alright, I don't care about the jade. How immature do you have to be to shoot a spider with a gun? You have boots, Laura. Use them. Shit. Well, action's a broad genre. We're going to be doing a giveaway for someone to pick a subgenre, because there's no way. We're talking about every action game ever created. We're going back to the 60s for that, dude. 70s. Like, way too far back. So we'll have to see what options we have if action wins. Action will probably be the most complicated thing. God. This whole stage is just a gimmick. I feel like it's a DLC level. Alright, that's obviously a climbable wall, so let's just get on that wall. Okay, it appears the area on the right we can go to. Why are we here? That's what I genuinely... Why the fuck are we in this temple? Wow. Those are all breakaway tiles. That's gonna be fun. This whole stage is gonna be just a shit fest. Instant death. Lava! I'm curious how the Chinese managed floating platforms. That's what I'm awfully curious about. Thanks, Laura. Oh, origami and heat induction, of course. Hey, Laura, you know, taking a step backwards is as simple as taking a step backwards. Why are we doing this bunny hop shit every single time I just want to take one mediocre ass step backwards? Why? Aha, shotgun shells on a floating island next to lava. Something only Tomb Raider could pull off. Hey, you didn't get stuck by that at all, but okay. Alright, let's see what one. What one? Let's see. Here we go. Action 1, okay. Damn it, that's so broad. Alright, let's do some research real quick. Because I need to see just how bad this is going to be. Fusion. Alright, so we got fusion. So we're going to totally ignore everything that just happened. So, what we got? We're keeping action, okay. It does. Yeah, that's why I was double checking. Alright, Moby Games. Browse. Genres. Me? Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, 61,000 games for this. Let's do FMV. We've already started it, right? So action FMV, how much is that going to change if I take... The problem is, action is going to cut all this shit away. They added a lot of genres here. We might have to update the wheel. Action. Yeah, let's do action FMV. Okay, I mean, it's just that most FMV games are action anyway. it's just gonna be frustrating. Alright, pull up this game browser. We're gonna do some admin shit real quick. This is where we build what we're doing. Currently, we were focusing on not Mortal Kombat, martial arts games, which we wouldn't have made it very much further anyway. Project status. There we go. I know this might be boring to some people. You kind of have to stick around to understand how this whole silliness works. What was that? What was it? Martial arts? There it is. Perfect. You like to help, but I like your input too because you have an idea of things and want you to have fun. I mean, I do and I don't. It ultimately boils down to how I'm feeling that day. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can find games that we haven't played. Because some of these I believe that I have. Alright, 1983, we have 1, 2, 3. Cliffhanger, which is Lupin the Third. We already played that. We have Dragon's Lair, which I've already played. I know for a fact, right? Most of these are going to be arcade / whatever. It would be helpful if somebody could get in any of the moderators can get inside of the list and check some of these. This is the sheet I'm using. Alright, Dragon Lair. I mean, I'm pretty sure on Genre Gauntlet it tells me where I left off. So for FMV, it was Time Gal with a skip count of 2. But obviously we don't need to worry about that. I think GP World is one of the ones that we skipped because I needed a steering wheel for it. Oh wow, I didn't even do my FMV section. Huh. To be fair, we only played like 5 games in it before shit went south anyway. Alright. Alright, Cliffhanger. Let's just we'll write all these down. We'll tackle them as we go. So, we have Cliffhanger, which was an arcade game, which is a Lupin the Third game, of which this was not the first one. Apparently there's a game called Lupin the Third in arcade. That I have not played. So what we'll do, we'll start off with a ROR violation for that and parlay that one game if we can find it. Since I don't think we considered that. Then we have Cliffhanger, which I think we beat, didn't we? Yeah, we beat it. No, we got a high score. That's right, it got so damn difficult I wasn't able to beat it. Then we have Dragon's Lair. I know for a fact I played Dragon's Lair on everything that we could practically play it on. Dragon's Lair. And that was on the arcade plus 23 things as part of Dragon's Lair. And I don't think I beat any of them. I think I fucked them all off because I think they're so stupid. So we're gonna skip that. Space Ace was the exact same way. Arcade plus 15. Space Ace has a Revenge on Sega CD. Alright, we'll play that one. Because that still leaves open the 3DO, Windows. So there's only 2 other versions of that I can play. Then we go to 1984 with GP World, which I don't think I could play because I think that's the one that required a steering wheel. No, this is the one that we couldn't find anything. We'll see if we can find it. Maybe something's changed. But the arcade version is the only version that's the live action thing. It's a standalone. Then we have Revenge of the Ninja, which we did beat. Because this game is also known as Ninja Hayate. We actually just covered this. So arcade plus 3. That was beaten. We had to use save states like a motherfucker because it was unfair. And then 1985, 1, 2, 3. We have Time Gal, which was arcade. How was this on the MSX? That makes no sense. Arcade plus 10. I don't think Time Gal was involved in anything else. No. Then we have Chisenkan Yamato, which is an arcade exclusive. It is based on something called Star Battleship Yamato. Star Battleship Yamato, aka Star Blazers. It's an ROR violation with a 2-game parlay. Okay. Micon Kit and Space Fighter. Why does that sound familiar? Why does Micon... Oh, because it's an SNK game. I've played Micon. Or we couldn't find it. Something like that. SNK, where are you? If I remember right, this one was a ball and paddle and it didn't work right. So I'm not gonna make us suffer for that. We'll add that as lost media. It's one of the first games created by SNK. I recognize it. And it's basically Breakout. That's all it is. And then the other game was Space Fighter, which was Sega. So this jumped all over the place. Space War, Space... Alright, so it'll be a 1-game parlay before we catch up to this. Then we have Road Blaster, which is an arcade game. Plus 6. This is, it's a standalone. Japanese throws you off. Why? Alright, 1, 2. Then we jump all the way to 1989. We have Dragon's Lair 1989, which looks like it's just a later release. Dragon's Lair DOS plus 3. Part of the Dragon Lair line of games. But I'm pretty sure we fucked it off. 1989 DOS was the original one. So why is this included twice? There's a 1989 DOS version and a 1993 DOS version. So this would have been the whatever version I played was rough, so it probably had to be the 80s version. Yeah, I played the Windows version, I played the DOS version, and let me look at the screenshots. Okay. So I can tell you right now, the 93 version, the 93 DOS version, I'll show you the pictures. The 93 DOS version actually looks like a fucking video game. This is doable. So I'm under the impression that I played the 89 version. Hell yeah, I did. Look at this. Look at this. That's the shithole version we played right there. So that's going to be 1989. So I don't mind playing the 93. We'll add the 93 to the thing, because... No. No, thank you. Alright, where were we? Right here. Genre Gauntlet, Dragon's Lair. And we'll put in considerations, play 1993 DOS. Because that's what it starts on, I think. Yeah. DOS Amiga. So we'll just say this is the 1993 version. And then the other one is David Wolf, Secret Agent. David Wolf, Secret Agent. This is going to be DOS exclusive. Made by Dynamics. They're the same people who made a lot of Sierra games. They were bought by Sierra, inevitably. 1990 brought us 2 more, both of which are Dragon's Lair. Holy shit, man. Alright, 1990. Dragon's Lair 2, Time Warp, and Dragon's Lair 3, Escape from Singe's Castle. That is DOS plus 3. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Dragon's Lair, but that's okay. Ready Soft, I can do that. This is... Oh, this was an Amiga exclusive. Interesting. Just double checking, because there's so many versions. Alright, so we've got Dragon's Lair in 1983, which we already fucked off. Dragon's Lair in 1984, which was released on the Coleco Adam and the Commodore 64, so a lot of versions that we haven't seen. Did we do Commodore 64 for this? For Dragon's Lair? No, we did not. So before we go into the next Dragon's Lair, let's go ahead and ROR Violation, and we'll just parlay any version that we need. Because there's a ZX Spectrum version, and boy howdy, do I want to play that. And then we got this one, which is Escape from Singe's Castle. So that's going to be a parlay plus 1. Oh, this is its own game. So, Dragon's Lair 3 and 2 are both called Escape from Singe's Castle, depending on which version you're playing. If you're doing the Commodore 64, it's still part 2. But it's on the Amiga, it's part 3, which makes no sense to me. And then we got 2 more Dragon's Lair, 87 Dragon's Lair. Let's just say parlay full. So we'll just we'll check everything that we can. It's not gonna last long. Dragon's Lair is a fucking rage game through and through, so. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, there's like tons of these, and none of them make sense. So the original one on the arcade, then 1984 on the Commodore 64, the 1987 on Commodore 64, and then they have just regular Dragon's Lair on Commodore 64. This makes no sense. We're just doubling up on the same thing. Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp DOS, we're already tracking that, right? Yeah. And then the Amiga version. Oh no, the NES one's considered its own. Well, luckily we're dodging that. We don't have to worry about that. Alright, so Dragon's Lair 3. And then 1991. We have Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp again. This time, this is the arcade version of it, which came out later for some weird reason. But because it's the... Oh no, here it comes. We gotta play the NES version. Fuck! And I haven't played it yet. Alright, we got hologram time traveler, which is arcade +2. This is gonna be a hard one to do because might have to get 3D glasses. Then we got Mad Dog McCree, which was arcade +8. However, I have already beaten it. One of my favorite games from my childhood, and it brought me a lot of joy to bring that to y'all. And that's part of Mad Dog McCree. We got Space Ace 2, Borf's Revenge on DOS +3. It's part of Space Ace. Alright, we did Space Ace. I think we did Space Ace for pretty much everything, and we didn't like it. And then we have a 1989 DOS release of this as well. So we're going to say ROR Parlay for that. 1992. Dragon's Lair 3. The Curse of Mordred. Another version of the same game. That's insane to me. This is DOS again. +3. Dragon's Lair. Oh my god, dude. 1. ROR violation. We have to play a Game Boy version of Dragon's Lair. What a time to be alive! Then we got Gallagher's Gallery. I'm assuming from the Comedian. That's gonna be a Laserdisc game. We're probably gonna have to skip that one. Arcade. Then we got Guy Spy. Guy Spy and the Crystals of Armageddon. That's DOS +3. Then we got Mad Dog 2, The Lost Gold, which is arcade +7. Mad Dog McCree, which I'm very excited for. Then we got Space Pirates. Space Pirates, which is arcade +4. $1993 is where we're going next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy shit, that was the year, wasn't it? Alright, then we got Crime Patrol, which is arcade +6, which is part of the Crime Patrol series, and I did beat that. That was a tough one to beat, but we did. We got Critical Path, which is Mac and 16-bit. So Win16. I'm curious about this. I just want to see what this game looks like. Why are you making it so tough? I was clearly born. Oh my god. In 1962. Critical Path. This looks cool. Oh, this looks like it's one of those double switch games. Look at all these buttons you have to push. Oh, this looks interesting. I might actually have fun with that. Alright, so Critical Path, which is, I believe it to be a standalone. It is. Then we got Ground Zero Texas. That's going to be a rough one. Ground Zero Texas. And that's Sega CD. No way! So this next game, Iron Helix, is one of the first PC games I remember playing when I was a child. And I remember looking for this for years. I could never find it. And then I found the disc because it was orange. I searched the internet forever. I was like, I know the disc is orange. And it was this one. So Iron Helix will be able to play. Iron Helix was on Mac plus 2. And it's a standalone. We have Los Justicieros, which is arcade plus DOS. It's just your traditional Spanish Wild Western game by the look of it. And it's in Spanish. What is the Zordon Brothers? Well, hopefully we can find an English version, because this is going to be awkward if not. Alright, then we got Morph Man, which looks like shit. It's a 16-bit. I don't know if we can run 16-bit. Space Berserker. Which is looks like a rail shooter. Here's the problem though, it's a laser active game, which means that we're probably not going to be able to mess with it. We'll try, but it's going to be very difficult to get that running. Then we have the Lawnmower Man. But I got to figure out which versions have the actual FMV scenes. Let's see, screenshots. So DOS, Sega CD are the only ones that have them. DOS plus Sega CD. And unfortunately, we have to play the other one. Lawnmower Man. Then we have Pyramid Patrol. Yeah, that's what we gotta play. Pyramid Man on Laser Active. Another rail shooter maybe. Then High Roller Battle. Another laser active game. Oh yeah, I forgot Drug Wars. So Drug Wars. This is the sequel to Crime Patrol. And I believe that to be the last game in that series, so if we beat that, that would be a series slay right there. Same with this one. Then we got a game called Vajra, which is another laser active game. Now we're in 1994. Burn Cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Burn Cycle's a CDI game, which means it's going to work or it's not. And I think it was one of the launch titles too. Midnight Raiders, which was Sega CD exclusive. Supreme Warrior, which was Sega CD plus 2. And it's trash. The Last Bounty Hunter, which is another game created by Digital Laser. I think it's one of their last ones too. 6. Could be considered part of Mad Dog McCree, but it's not. It's its own thing. The Psychotron. Psychotron, which is 16 plus... Oh, hey, it was on, it's an interactive mystery movie. Interactive mystery movie. 16 plus 2. Oh, buddy. Tomcat Alley. Did we beat that or did we fuck it off finally? I beat it with save states, okay. So we're not playing that again because the game was a nightmare. Triad Stone. Triad Stone, which is laser active game. Ghost Rush. Laser active. Hyperion. Why do I recognize that name? Laser active. Oh, buddy, Demolition Man. This is the 3DO version, but I know that there might be another one. No, this okay. So this one came first. So this one came before the Genesis version. Good, because I did not want to play that. Then we have Vajra 2, which is a laser active game. This is part of the Demolition Man series. $19.95, maybe. Yep, $19.95. Yes, we get to play SWAT finally. Holy shit, bro! I've been wanting to play that for years. Alright, let's see. Brain Dead 13, which is DOS plus 8. Police Quest SWAT, which is on DOS plus 3, and that's part of the Police Quest line of games. Big reason why you haven't seen the Police Quest series Slayers, I haven't played the SWAT games. Alright, then we have Fort Boyard, the Defi, which is the defense. This is on DOS. And it's the first game. Then we have Hong Gildong John 2. I don't see a Hong Gildong 1, so we're just going to assume it's just named that. Johnny Mnemonic, which is Windows. And we don't care about anything else. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is the Sega CD version, which is just a QuickTime game. So we'll get to see Zordon. Isn't that magical? Zordon's gonna be so excited. He's gonna actually show up in a game. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-game parlay. I'll do it for the lulz. Alright, Monty Python's Invasion from the Planet Skyron on the CDI. And this is ROR Violation with a 2-game parlay. Might as well do it. It's Monty Python. It's gonna be funny as shit the whole time. The Hive. This is Windows, PS1. Then we have Thunder in Paradise Interactive with Hulk Hogan on the front. That's incredible. DOS and CDI. Wirehead on Sega CD. Alright, this was going to be tough. Dragon Ball Z Super Gokuden Totsu Geki Hen. and that's on Super Nintendo. Live action FMV scenes on the Super Nintendo? I don't think so. That's not how that works. But I guess it has anime scenes in it? That's incredible if it does. Here's the problem. To catch up to this game in 1995, we have to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be RWR no parlay, unfortunately. Which is going to start our skip count. I hate that that's the case, but oh yeah, it's one of those fast react games. It's stupid. Fahrenheit, we've already beaten. One of my favorite Sega CD games. You play as a firefighter. True story. Alright. Goku, Densetsu, Magic, Beast, Warriors. Does that have anything to do with Dragon Ball Z? No, it's Journey to the West, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Except, there are Journey to the West games. Which is basically what Dragon Ball Z is anyway, technically, so... Alright, Goku, so 1985, that would be a... Fuck! That's like 30 games! Yep, that's not happening. Dragon Ball Z is going to be the thing that fucks us over. And then we got another one. Dragon Ball Z Super Gokuden Kakusei, and on the SNES, just Dragon Ball Z. All of this shit is Dragon Ball Z, ROR Violation, no parlay 3. Thunderstorm LX3 and Road Blaster. Okay, PS and Saturn, which is a combination of what looks like Cobra Command and Road Blaster. It is. That's cool. We'll play that, see if it's any better on the PlayStation. 1996, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. $296. It should be. I hope so. Deadly Tide. This is a Windows game. Then we have Fox Hunt, which is 16 and PS1. Which game? Deadly Tide. Then we have Kingdom 2, Shadowin. This looks pretty cool. Kingdom: The Far Reaches. Alright, it's going to be ROR with a parlay. Deadly Tide on the PS1 or Windows. It's a submarine simulator. Alright, DOS +5. Part of the Kingdom series. It's called Kingdom Far Reaches, but yeah. Ripper, the Jack the Ripper game. The Final Gate. Final Gate. Oh god, it's a CD32 game. That'll be interesting. Then we have Najima Interactive Video Clip. Good Island Cafe, which is a Saturn game. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Enemy Zero, which is a Saturn game. This is part of the D line of games, if you're familiar with it. And it looks like there was a director's cut version. I didn't know this. I would like to check that out. I think that'd be cool. Alright, 1997, 1, 2, 3, 3 games. We have Imperium Galactica. I've heard of that one before. You probably heard about that one too, Raptor. Imperium Galactica, DOS, and Windows. And it's part of a series. Imperium Galactica. Then we have Soul Hunt, which is DOS. It's a standalone. Then we have Soldier Boys on DOS. Fuck. I don't have any paper towels, do I? Oh. Wonderful. I love old FMV games. If they're bad, they're bad. But this is good because we're coming up on that year where I need to make a new FMV video anyway. Talking about like things that have changed. So we'll see. Alright, 1998. How many more spots do I have? I might go through the whole damn thing here. 1998. Dragon's Lair Deluxe. Dragon's... Stop. Dragon's Lair Deluxe Pack, which was on Windows, is Dragon's Lair. And it's got a few different versions. Let's see if there's any other games came out before Deluxe. There is. We'll check it out. Jet Fighter Full Burn. Jet Fighter Full Burn. It's a DOS game. And it looks like there's a few other Jet Fighter games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be a 7-game parlay. I don't think it's worth it. So that's going to be skip 4. Oh shit. Star Wars Millennium Falcon CD-ROM playset. Okay, so this might have been... This is a physical toy. Ah, fuck, I remember this thing. I don't know if we'll be able to do this. This might be lost media, and if it is, I hope... Which I hope it is, because I don't want to lose to Star Wars. The way it would work is it was a toy that sat on your keyboard. Yeah. Interesting. Detective games I did. So this is... we're going to consider this a special... So it won't count towards the, won't count towards anything. Jung Rhythm. Okay, Jung Rhythm. This is on Saturn. Super Adventure Rockman. On PS1 and Saturn. I'm not familiar with this, though. Okay, Mega Man. So this is going to be considered an offshoot. It's an ROR violation with no parlay. So this is where we're going to be ending our journey for this. So this is going to be a genre change. Mega Man is one of those franchises I handle very specifically because there's just a shit ton of them. So... yeah, that's a lot of there's a lot of good games that we can go through before we hit that. So I'm not complaining. Besides, we're getting to a lot of the modern compilations anyway. Oh. All right, why is this window not working? Why is it not updating? There we go. All right. Been a minute since we've had to do puzzles like that. nice of them to wait till the end of the game. Whoa! We did it. Does that mean that this is the... Okay, this is water. So we're gonna land all the way where we originally were? Yes. Yes, we were. Okay. I don't trust this game. I feel like there's gonna be a tiger that comes through that door. Alright, those guys are clearly gonna start attacking me. Which one's coming first? What a dick. You want those M16 clips? Be prepared to get sliced in the face. Laura, pick them up.
Aha.
Temple of Shin. Okay, we can't walk past any of them.
No.
Okay, so we need to find a key. It's nice to see you do that every now and then, even though it's so extra. Thanks for the damage, appreciate it. Such upper body strength. Okay, it's gonna be one of those chain together all the nonsenses. Let's see if we can do it. That's lava and we're dead. At least we stood up, right? We gotta face the right way or else we won't be able to land our jumps. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, we might be playing some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It really depends on how far we get in it. The fusion will last until next Friday, so but I don't know if we're gonna make, because you gotta think we'll only have 2 project days, so we will see. Good jump. That doesn't seem very fair, does it? I'm sorry, what? Cartoon Dragon's Lair? I don't know. We'll see. That's a death fall. Oh shit, it's 2 in the morning. I think we're gonna have a completion clause in this game now too. Shit. I'm sorry, I don't know what happens. Hey, I almost died from that fall. Thanks, game. Alright, more traps. We got rolling balls. Called it. Yeah, I'm done for this. Done with this for the night. Alright, for everybody watching on YouTube, feel free to check out my Twitch. There's a lot more I can do for you, be it sound effects, stream loots cards, or channel point redeems. Things I cannot incorporate for you right now. If you're on Twitch, feel free to check out my YouTube. The moderators will provide you with that link. I feel like many of you are already on there, but just in case you aren't, feel free to check it out. If you want to guide the raid, feel free to do so at this time. Otherwise, we're going to find somebody playing an infuriating game to me. Slide 2 is a pretty infuriating game. We're going to go hang out. Oh, what we got? Retro Bear? Deal. Raid Retro Bear. What's Retro Bear up to? Let me see him on. Retro Bear. Oh, he's playing Tarkov. Nice. Alright, cool. As always, from my family to your family, good energy, good vibes, fortify out, keep the flames of hope burning, and the flames of retro gaming burning even stronger. When we come back tomorrow, or just kidding, Sunday. When we come back on Sunday, we're going to be playing Project, starting with our FMV stuff, right? Makes sense? Come over on this raid. I always have a good time in Retro Bear streams, so be kind, be nice, have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all on Sunday, okay? Take care.